Please speak up. Use your vocals. Bring the bloody hearing aid up. Huh? Firstly, I'd like to thank you all for coming, especially for our distinguished guests and sponsors. A few sponsors said that they were going to turn up, but unfortunately, last minute they had to pull out. But nonetheless, we're very happy to have the MRA, who is one of their major sponsors, turn up. Thank you, Kathy and Evie. And also members of the Mount Torrens Centennial Park Committee, David and Shereen. Thank you very much for coming along. I really appreciate your attendance. A couple of formalities we'll do. For those of you who aren't familiar with our club, we actually have service stars. So for as many years that you've been with the club, you get presented with the star for that next 12 months. And our sub-branch now has been running for 5 years, which is a pretty good achievement. A few of our members have been with it right from the very start, and one of them is Mitchell Page.
Today, Jimmy.
Well done, Pagey. 5 years, and during that 5 years, he's been a major part of our sub-branch. So thank you very much, Mitch.
No problem, mate.
Now, another person who was with us right from the very beginning is Lethal. Lee Tompkins. He's one of our original founding members as well, so a fantastic five was. We had five members right from the very beginning. And Lethal's our road captain, and he's due for 4 starts because he took a year off. Well done. Thank you. And although he hasn't been with us for the full term, he's been a big part of the club. Andrew, humble. AKA Bear. So when we're riding around, if you look for the noisiest bike, it's Bear.
And the last one to get ready.
Yeah, always. And he's normally still putting his earbuds on and his makeup and everything else. Well done, mate. Okay, so that being the almost official things done, there's only one other thing that I need to do. Part of Operation Postie Bike was, as would be aware, Operation Postie Bike was our major fundraiser for the year to help us raise money for our club, and we decided that we're going to give an award to the member who contributed the most. So I'd like to call Richard Paulson up. So by contributing the most, let me clarify something. He actually gave us a lot to talk about. And not only is he part of our sub-branch, but he's also our state president. So we'd like to present him with the Broken Brake Lever Award. Basically,
I'll take this with pride.
so that's the official formalities done with. Now I did have a speech, and I think I better put the glasses on because I can't read my writing without it. Okay, so there's a few people that aren't here that are worth mentioning today. There's a couple of sponsors who, they were sort of sponsors, but they very big benefactors to our club. One of them is Mr. Chris Baker, and Chris donated enough for us to buy a postie bike, which was fantastic. And we, in his honour, we named it Baker 1, which is broken brake lever. The other one is Kim and Iris Latigo, which are locals from just down the road a bit. They got hay for us, and David as well, I believe, and a few people around the place. They're local farmers, and Kim quite often contributes to charities around the place. And when he saw what we were doing, he rang me up and he said, I want to donate, and he helped donate as well. So I'd really like to make a special mention to those two people. So this year has been full on, and as most of the people here would know, my focus has been pretty much on Operation Postie Bike. I wanted to make sure that this thing was just going to be bigger than Ben-Hur, and in a way it was. We still managed to get some rides, and on top of that, as well as some other fundraising and a few barbecues and sausage sizzles around the place. But one of the club's primary objectives is to support our veterans, and our members are mostly veterans, and there probably wouldn't be one member of our club in Australia that doesn't have some level of PTSD. So we really need to make sure that we're on top of it, because as much as the government says that they're doing everything they can't always manage to get on top of it, and we've got to look after our own before we look after anybody else. So the task is ours, and that's our credo. The main reason for all the fundraising, obviously, was to build the Veterans and Community Shed, and it's going to be somewhere over there. On the big lump, yeah. And things are looking pretty positive at the moment. Our bank account is probably, there's nowhere near enough to buy a shed, but Department of Veteran Affairs has just announced a round of funding, which is going to give us up to $50,000, if I can do the correct wording, which could almost cover the cost of the shed. So then we've just got to figure out how we're going to get power to it, which is our second problem. But I really want to thank the Mount Torrens Centennial Park Committee for actually listening to what I had to say on my first meeting with David and the committee about putting the shed on the park. It was met with very positive comments, and David and I have been working furiously in the background to make sure that this thing can go ahead. So once again, thank you very much to David and the Parks Committee. What else? Right from the very beginning of Operation Postie Bike, there's one person who unfortunately is not here at the moment, who's been at the front of everything. When I needed the hand getting the bikes ready, he was there, no questions asked. Right from the very beginning, right through to the end. And unfortunately, Dave was not in a position where he could ride a bike, which was a bit disappointing, because he was kind of keen to do it right in the very beginning. So one person who deserves a lot of recognition, a lot more than he ever gets, is Dave Mitchell, Gummy. So Dave, this one's for you, man. What he did was he made Baker 1 rideable for the larger frame people. I'm talking about the 6 foot and above, so that they could actually fit on it comfortably. We got high-leg pegs, and we got a backrest, and we got the extended seat, and you name it, it's got everything on there. All done for one person, I think.
It's all about me.
But we did learn a few lessons on Operation Postie Bike.
Yeah, don't drop them.
Lesson number 1. Don't get egg and bacon sanders at the BP eastbound in Warrnambool. Number 2, don't refuel at Labour's Hill.
That's right.
You can't afford it, and it's full of water. And be careful about who you book for your accommodation there is inlet. But on the positive side, the stay that we had at Big Four Warrnambool was absolutely incredible. You right there, bud?
Yeah.
And the RSL at Warrnambool as well apparently had the best lamb fry and bacon on the first night. So there's a few lessons to be learnt there. The jury's still out on how much money we raised on this, but my estimates put it over the $4,000 mark, plus the Postie Bike. So that's a pretty good effort. The ride wasn't just about the fundraiser, and it was more about a bit of a team bonding exercise as well, and to get the team working together. And I think, in all honesty, the 5 people who actually turned up on it had a ball, and even down to when we had the most unfortunate incident of the motorbike not liking the wet road and wanting to go up the side of the hill. To actually see that, and I was stupid enough to forget the video, but the teamwork just to get the handlebars off the bike and down to the bike shop to get straightened out. The teamwork was incredible. In all honesty, the team that worked there and did the job that day was fantastic. And I hope to think that we can do something similar soon. 2026 is just around the corner. And Lethal and I are already planning our Postie Bike ride. But we still have to make a decision on what we're going to do as far as raising money, how we're going to raise money, and who we're going to raise it for. Are we going to do it for us again, or are we going to do it for another worthy cause? There's a few worthy causes out there, and I'd like to think I can probably put a few names forward that would probably benefit from a sizable donation from the club if we can make it happen. But finally, I just want to thank everybody who's here for their support during the year, whether it be for Postie Bike ride, building of the shed, or just being a member of the club. Your support is invaluable and much appreciated by myself and members of the club. Members of the club, you make it what it is today. We've been going 5 years, and in all honesty, and I'm a bit biased, but I think we're the best sub-branch in South Australia. So thank you very much for listening to me and putting up with me rambling on and picking on Polly, but that's what it's all about. Thank you.
And have a place, but you want to be part of the community, you want to help out, and you've been true to your word, and so I want to say thank you. There are times when we've needed a little bit of extra help. Our volunteers are, well, all older than I am, and that's been great. So really love having you here, love the way that you've helped out, that you've been involved with markets and things like that. So I'd like to say thank you. Wish you well for this festive season, and hope that 2026 brings you much happiness and peace. So thank you.
That's all.